Where's the Wii? Where's the Wii shop music? The Wii. I just. It's so. You gotta hand it to the Wii, man. Like the Wii. There's so much about it that is so iconic. But hello, everyone. We are live to just hang out for a bit. This is not going to function as a Codename Good Game today. And that is because I don't know. I really felt like I just wanted to be with the community today, you know, for 45 minutes maybe. Hopefully we get some handful of folks to turn in and just maybe talk about some things going on this week, but especially just a neat little community hangout opportunity. Sorry, I'm just like retweeting now. Because and I'm hoping like folks come in because I'm curious how you feel Good Game's been doing. You know, like have you enjoyed it? Is there any part about it that is your favorite part? Least favorite part? Just whatever, you know? So I am very curious on feedback on Codename Good Game now that we've done over 5 episodes. So that's definitely part of this. So yeah, there could be topics that come up. Some of you guys submitted some ideas too. I polled what you guys think is like one of the most interesting stories of the week, and it was a landslide, the Nintendo Switch successor being leaked. Well, leaked, quote unquote. So yeah, I just wanted to have a community hangout. That's kind of what we're doing. So, is this like a Q&A? Yeah, like feel free. I adore questions and I love getting to know you. For example, what has been your favorite Nintendo Switch game so far this generation? Devin, Ninja, Steffi, Tone, Mel. What has been your favorite Nintendo Switch game so far this gen? I have a project that I shot when I went to PAX at the start of the month. I still have not posted it. I needed to do that. Like, I need to get that done ASAP. Because this would have been a perfect week. Like, I don't know. I procrastinated on that one hard. But I also was, like, looking at the footage, and I thought it wasn't the best. It wasn't the best footage. I did it with my phone. Audio's great, but yeah. But I did ask a lot of people at PAX West what their answers were to that question. And if I posted that this week, God, it would have been great. I'm making it a goal. I need to post that Monday. At least one of the pieces of it. Ninja, you say Super Mario Odyssey without the super. So wasn't that super to you then, was it? I'm kidding. Devin May, Breath of the Wild for me. Yeah. Breath of the Wild came up a good deal at that PAX West thing. Oh yeah, how was PAX West? I've already talked about that a good deal, Ninja. So there is, you're a patron. There is, well, even if you're not a patron, people can just listen to KibiCast now if they're a free follower. But I elaborate there if you want details. But the nutshell is it was a good time. It was a very good time. Supertone, while I have a Nintendo Switch, I don't play much on it. There you go. Devin May just played Plucky Squire. It's a fun little game. Very creative. I think I'm either going to spend a lot of time cooking tonight, not cooking content, like legitimately cooking, or starting Plucky Squire, because I still haven't started it. I don't know. I kind of wanted the week to spend more time with Warhammer, because I am enjoying that a lot. I've been playing Warhammer 40k, Space Marine 2. It's a blast. Let me know if you want to say more, but if you want me to say more about it. But then, yeah, I thought this weekend, I'd like to start new games on weekends if I can wait for it, because then I can, like, I don't like starting it for an hour or two and then leaving. I like to have a good chunk, like at least 3-hour session with it or something, if I can. I forgot that we have this music on. Can you even hear it? Ninja, what is Plucky Squire? How do I describe it? It is an indie game very beloved by many that see it, and that you essentially get to become 2D. And so I have this weird thing that I'm going to be transparent about. When I get asked a question like, what time does the ferry boat leave? Or who's running for president? Or what color is Nintendo branded? Like I get these questions that it's like, well, you can Google that. But then I need to understand, like, you know, oh, people are curious if I can just answer them here and now. But that is like a thing, like it doesn't anger me, but it's like when I get asked a question that folks can Google, I'm like, why did you ask me that then? Now, if they said, oh, is Plucky Squire something you're excited about? Or what do you think of Plucky Squire? Or, you know, like it's like you can't Google that because Google doesn't know the answer to that question. That's like a thing I've been realizing the past couple months where it's like, why did you ask me that? but then it's like, it's just for conversation. I understand. It's just conversation. And it's just like, yet. But yeah, it's just a cool, can I show this? Well, I'm not, there's a big bar there, but yeah, it's just, very quaint looking game that you like can kind of become 2D in books, and then you can like jump out of the book and become 3D in like what is Andy's room essentially. And yeah, it looks really cute. It looks really cute. Steffi Raincoat is still memorable for me, while I never finished my other Switch games other than indie games. I mean, Breath of the Wild, you have an excuse, because Breath of the Wild is pretty big. How many Xenos have you slayed? Aliens! I know the term! I know the term. I don't know. Do you know how many you've slain, creature? 7 May, I've pre-ordered Epic Mickey Rebrushed. Yo! I pre-ordered Epic Mickey Rebrushed and Legend of Zelda Echoes Kingdom. Oh, what is this? Whoa. Oh, I did earlier. I did record my reaction to what was it? This cool Halo Infinite thing coming, which I want to talk about in a moment. But Mickey Rebrushed looks awesome, and I've still never played that game, so it is very tempting. Just like Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom is tempting. I have played it though. I played a 10-minute demo of it at PAX, and it's exactly what I thought it would be. But there's too much, man. There's too much. This month alone, Astrobot, Warhammer, Plucky Squire. I wanted to play Age of Mythology. And then next month, there's Call of Duty Black Ops 6. I'm tempted by Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, but I don't think I'll get it. There's a preview that went up for that really sold me on it. Frick. There was like 2 other things in October that I can't remember. Oh, Life is Strange. That wasn't the 2 other things that I thought of, though. There's a lot. There's a lot to play, though. But anyway. My answer to the earlier question, I asked the chat, what is your favorite Nintendo Switch game that you have played? What is your favorite Nintendo Switch game that you have played? My answer to that question, it's like, critically, I feel like I should say Breath of the Wild, but because I feel like my true answer is cheating, and that's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Like, spoilers for my video that I'll post, which is like a bunch of people answering what their favorite Nintendo Switch game is. Very few people, only one, said Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and I'm like, what the hell is up with this? So, anyway. Steffi earlier, I'm hoping Mario and Luigi Brothership would be my favorite Switch game once I play it because Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga was my favorite Nintendo game in my childhood. Yo, I forgot about that. Forgot about that. Nintendo's closing out the year hard. Here's a new Zelda. Here's a new Mario Party. Here's a new Mario and Luigi. Abdel, hello. Wake up, Samurai. Kibuji got a new stream. Oh yeah, wake up. Wake the fuck up, Samurai. Devin May, Plucky Spar is a short game. You could probably get through it in 3 or 4 sittings. Well, so that's my question. This is a question I ask genuinely to people, especially if you have PlayStation Plus. I'm really curious about this. So I was gonna buy Plucky Squire, but frugal person that I am, I like to cheat the system, and as long as it's legit, I don't pirate stuff, but you know. And if you didn't know, Plucky Squire is apparently on PS Plus Extra. I don't know if you knew that. So, also, I might have somebody to shout out right now. Holy hell. But anyway, I'll get back to that. But Plucky Squire's on PS Plus Extra. So you could buy it for, I think it's $30. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's $20 or $30. But for, what is it, 15? You could get PS Plus Extra for the month. Play the game, because it doesn't seem like it's that long of a game, as Devin was saying. And then you will have time to hopefully play one more short game. So my question to you is, what would be a nice second game to play while I have PS Plus Extra? Preferably one that's pretty short. Preferably one that's pretty short. Because it's funny, because I put that question on Twitter and people like, play Plucky Squire. And I'm like, well, that's exactly why I'm getting it. But like, what would be the second one to get? So, I'm very annoyed because I don't have alerts going off. Oh, it's because I had it muted. Damn it. I love seeing the freaking super. It's like my favorite alert because I never see it. Frig it. I'm just going to go on Streamlabs and do it now because I love this alert. Let me see if I can do it. Oh, gosh dang it. Dude, I keep forgetting we have the Wii music on. Supertone said Twisted Metal Black. Yeah, I did see Super Metal or Twisted Metal as a recommendation. Sorry, I just want this alert to go off because it's a epic alert, and I'm really pissed that it didn't happen. Can I just make a fake one go off? I don't think I can. Oh wait, maybe. Yeah, let's see if it works. Oh wait. It doesn't work. Damn it. I don't think it works. Frick. No, I want my alerts to work. I'm just gonna copy this. Sorry, I'm doing something really quick. It's the same thing, so it should work. Oh, here we go. Pledges. There we go. Okay, that is not real. This is not real. Kevin became an $86 Kiwi member. That is not true. But I think I did see a notification of Jissel coming back to Patreon. If that is true, Jissel, at a freaking A tier, welcome back. Holy Toledo. That's awesome. Thank you very much for the support. Anybody, by the way, if anybody is like has been watching my channel for a while and you just feel like saying thank you or being like in a closer relationship, I would love it if you became a patron. That is not me asking you to be, but it's just like I greatly appreciate it. Link is in the description. we have a good time. We're going to have our game night next Saturday. It's like, I want people to become patrons, not to fund me. It's just like, I like what that platform is and being able to share other things as a creator. Like I recorded a reaction to something Halo today that I'm kind of looking forward to posting on there. So I don't know. It's like it's just like another platform. You could get some stuff for free by just following there, but if you actually contribute, then there's just like more content that I get to share with people that I know isn't like gonna serve the algorithm or anything like that. So Mel, is your camera moving? Yes, it's on like a little slider here. In fact, I want to... There we go. Get closer. Okay. I can't touch my desk, damn it. So anyways, the PS Plus question. Steffi, that's how I got the game. Cool. Carolina gamer, longtime person. Carolina, shout out to you, man. Or madam. I see you a lot in my comments. I appreciate you very much. I'm just going to listen while I play Mario 3D World for the first time. Nice! Mario 3D World's bomb. My hair looks stupid. Whatever. Abdel, love me some subscription gaming. Yes. Okay, so here's some answers. Abdel says I got PS. So my question to you is, what is a good short game that I can play on PS Plus Extra? Or just share that for anybody for that matter. I got PS Plus Extra to play Guardians of the Galaxy last year. Also went through Devil May Cry Special and some Final Fantasies. Those are great games. I don't know. I think Guardians of the Galaxy and Devil May Cry 5 maybe might be the best fits, but it's like something less than 15 hours, preferably. Something less than 15 hours. Abdel, that's how I play Outlaws. Sub for 1 month to Ubisoft Plus on Xbox. Finish it and cancel. Yeah. Like, if you want to own the game, then buy the game. But if you just want to play the game, and then you figure you'll kind of be done with it afterwards, then just do a subscription, man. just do if it's a short one, you know, like Persona 3 Reload. I'm going to tell you right now, unless you commit your entire month to that, you might want to have 2 months in mind. Creature, how long should Kingdom Hearts go on? This is a good question. Because, golly jeepers. Has anybody seen the interview with... In fact, I'm going to put on... Where is it? No. I want Kingdom Hearts, like, lo-fi. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, has anybody seen the interview with Tetsuya Nomura? Because he was saying something like I wanna... Ooh, whoa, wrong. He was saying something like, I wanna retire soon or something like that, and also like he wants to wrap up the Kingdom Hearts storyline before he does retire or something. Yeah, like Tetsuya Nomura acknowledges that Kingdom Hearts 4 is more like Kingdom Hearts 13. Correct. But the story's gotten a reset to keep new players from getting confused. I hope to God that is the case. I really hope that is the case, because that's literally my biggest complaint with Kingdom Hearts, is that I'm so tired of how many things that they've added and like play this spin-off and all these lore elements. I just want a clean reset point, but I don't see how. He's like, Kingdom Hearts 4 is a great reset point, but it's like, how you cleared up most things, but you keep introducing all these other things like, oh, well, it is a reset point. but the Master of Masters is involved. Okay, who the hell is the Master of Masters? And then, oh, actually, there's this girl that, like, is there with you. Okay, but isn't she a part of this mobile game? By the way, there's like an entire story arc happening on this mobile game that might actually connect to this. And it's like, how is this a reset point when all these other things are still connected to it? I don't know. I don't believe it's a reset point. I hope that's true, but anyway. Abdel, bro, Kibaji, I was just listening to the Persona 3 intro. Lol, it's so funky, but that game is too freaking long, like 90 hours. Actually, it took me like 110. But for some reason, I take longer on everything. No, Persona 3 Reload's awesome. I will say, every year I like to think of like a best value with Game Pass thing. So far, Persona 3 Reload is that award. So far this year, Persona, like last year, it was Lies of P. This year, it's Persona 3 Reload, for sure. Because even though it's a long-ass game, I was entertained through the whole thing. Simon. Hi, Simon! Simon, I haven't seen you on Twitch lately, buddy. What's up with the House of Waffers? But yeah, Simon says, I'd be content with the series ending at 5 or 6. Yeah. Like, I don't think it necessarily needs to end. I'm okay with Kingdom Hearts continuing, but it's just like, I just want them to figure out some kind of Final Fantasy format where you just don't have to have so many different things going on. Like, to answer the earlier question, the reason why we're talking about this, like, how long do you think Kingdom Hearts should go on? I'm like, another dream about him. I think it could keep going on and on as long as they clear the slate truly and just introduce new stuff every time that has no connection to the previous games. So, yeah. Devin May, in your opinion, what game console has the greatest library? I'd love to see the chat answer that. Devin May has a really good question. In your opinion, what game console has the greatest library? Why is my hair all frizzy? I don't like it. I'm wearing my hat. So now you can see I'm wearing two, FYI, these are 2 pieces of limited time merch that I had. So I'm wearing literally like only what exists of like a couple of them on the planet. I am wearing limited time merch that I was selling, the Otaku Way and Born to Play. These are both my merch, so who knows? Maybe someday they'll come back. I will say when 40K hits, I do intend to bring them back, but we'll see. But yeah, answers to what has been like the greatest. What was the question again? In your opinion, what game console has the greatest library? I see Ninja says Nintendo GameCube. It's a good shout. The GameCube was pretty phenomenal. I do admit that. Best library goes to PS2 and OG Xbox. From Abdel. Gissel says PS2, GameCube, Xbox. Devin May, for me, PS2 and Switch as the best library. Simon says PS2 and GameCube. Never played a lot of Xbox. Abdel says OG Xbox with things like Ninja Gaiden, Halo CE, Halo 2, KOTOR, Jade Empire, PGR2, Midtown Madness 3, Fable. I look like Xbox wasn't my answer, but I appreciate Abdel because he like sold it. Like everybody else said the console, but Abdel sold his answer like good. Let's not forget Kingdom Under Fire for OG Xbox. Republic Commando, but I think that was for PS2 and Xbox. Anybody know Armed and Dangerous? Yeah. I don't know, man. Well, in the last episode of Codename Good Game, actually, I sort of already answered this question because Josh and I were, I asked like what his 3 favorite console generations were. So I guess tune into the last week's episode of Codename Good Game, I timestamped it so you could see my answers and his answers to that and why. But when I answered that question, I said the PlayStation 2 because that's kind of what forged me into a gamer. But if I'm strictly thinking, like, which console had the best lineup of games, well, wait, was it favorite or best? What was the question? Because that's two different answers. Devin May, in your opinion, what game console has the greatest library of games? Okay, when I think, okay, so just best, like if I was to try to be objective about it, I would say the PlayStation 2, the Nintendo Switch, and the PlayStation 4. Like if I was to be objective about it and like critical, I would say the GameCube, the PlayStation 2, and the PlayStation 4, and the Nintendo Switch. It's between those four, so like kudos to PlayStation and Nintendo. But like PlayStation 2 and Nintendo Switch is just for like the sheer volume. So I don't know. Fox, thank you for swinging by, man. I haven't seen you in the stream for so long. That's a long time supporter, everybody. Shout out to Fox. Shout out to you guys. And the gaming duo, hello, sir. GameCube and PS2 made up our childhood. Exactly. Yeah. Like, that's a good countdown when, like, the big three were introduced. That's a good countdown, actually. When the big three were introduced for each of those generations, how, like, who's your top person? That's a good debate. But yeah, GameCube just had so many things. Man, there was so much stuff for the GameCube that I was so happy about. Oh, the Xbox 360. See, that's a tough question. This is an impossible question. Why did I forget about the Xbox 360? God damn, man. This is a tough question. I don't know. I don't think I could answer this. Like a gun to my head. Gun to my head. I'm going to say the PlayStation 2. I'm going to say PlayStation 2. But it's really hard. Okay, anyways. But if I was just to speak favorites, I already did that. I said that in the previous episode. All right. God, that's a long debate, man. That's a really tough, that's a good debate.
He's a lucky kid.
Simon's been abroad. Nice, dude. Nice. Yeah, Simon, seems like the only consistency the series has had is Sora for Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, man, like this might sound controversial. This might sound controversial. This might sound controversial, but as a Kingdom Hearts fan, I think I'm done with Sora. I don't need Sora around. I don't need Riku around. I don't need Kairi around. I don't need anybody we have seen around. Because I just want that fresh start. I want completely new characters, new places. I'm cool with it. Would I like to keep seeing Sora? Sure, but it's like if Sora is the reason for so much like convoluted, interconnected storylines, then just move on to a different character. Just move on to a different character. That is my opinion. If Sora is the reason we are not able to actually have that reset point that Nomura was saying, get rid of Sora. That's a very bold claim, but get rid of Sora. It'll make that reset point a lot easier. Because then it's like, even if you connect it to the older games and we play as a new character, we learn stuff alongside that new character. And I'm in a great, like, I don't want, like, as much as I love Aqua, I see Jissel bringing up Aqua and Domine, two best girls. I just don't want to play as anybody. Like, let's just move on. That's a bold claim, but anyway. Abdel, Kibaji, where can I get that real life Keyblade? I need one. A friend gifted that to me. It's not real life. It's just a toy. But yeah. I like the idea of a new Keyblade holder. Yeah, man. Like that was the joy of like I still say this has become a Kingdom Hearts stream now. Like I still say Kingdom Hearts 1 has the best story. Who agrees? Who disagrees? I think Kingdom Hearts 1 has the best story. Kingdom Hearts 2 is the best game. But Kingdom Hearts 1 has the best story. And a part of that is because a boy going into the unknown. We like literally see Sora go on this crazy adventure as some underdog and whatever, and he learns about the Keyblade and becomes like a Keyblade wielder and stuff. He's the chosen one, and like we don't get that anymore because we are just following this character now. Plus that bloody ending, man. Exactly, Ninja. Like, yeah, yeah. I would love a new protagonist. I'm totally cool with that. I would love to see, like, Sora as an adult. Like, he's in his late 20s, maybe early 30s, and maybe he's, like, a mentor figure or, like, a side character that shows up. That would be cool. That'd be really cool. Anyway, I mean, Abdel, that's kind of what Missing Link is doing. Abdel's like, what would you think of a custom hero you can create as a main protagonist? That's what Missing Link is doing, the mobile game. So... yeah, but I don't think I would want that in a mainline game. I don't like the idea of customizable. Unless it's an RPG. If it's like a true RPG. But even then, yeah, anyway. Creature, best crossover character appearance. I mean, besides Super Smash Brothers? Because if Super Smash Brothers... well, I don't know what you mean by appearance. So I'm going to exclude Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. I have no idea. I actually have no idea what I would say to that question. Because I can't really think of an answer. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea.
Which parts were the dream?
Creature, I feel bad because you ask questions that are sometimes pretty good, but I just, like, I can't think of an answer. I like the questions that, like, I can think of a bunch of answers, but I can't decide on which. But that best crossover character appearance, I just can't even think of one. That isn't Smash Bros. Anyways. So because you guys like voted on the most interesting news story if there was a Kona good game today. Does anybody have thoughts on that Nintendo Switch leak? Potential Nintendo Switch leak? Who doesn't know what I'm talking about? Raise your hand if you have no idea what I'm talking about with like a Nintendo Switch leak. Simon, oh god, I have thoughts. Ninja Air, bookmark this question. So Ninja Air asked best true gene. I think you mean true gen experience. What do you... okay, well I'm going to read this verbatim. Ninja Air said best true gene experience game you have played. I'm going to rephrase that in the assumption that I think I know, but I think Ninja Air means ask like best next-gen experience game you have played. And if that is the question, stay tuned because I asked the community. Okay, good. Yes, he meant next-gen. I asked the community that question, and I think I even see like maybe just one or two of you guys that answered it, and it's a really fun video. It's actually finished. I just haven't posted it. Because the algorithm, like a lot of the times when I post stuff on Fridays or Mondays, it kind of bites me in the butt. So I thought I would save it for next week. But I have a feeling next week I'm just going to riddle it with like these Nintendo survey questions that I asked. But so Simon's got thoughts on the Switch leak. Supertone's raising his hand, he doesn't know. Devin's like, it's been all over the internet. Devin, I really hope the Switch successor is backwards compatible. Do you think they will do it? Here's the thing. Turn down the music a bit. Mari says it has cartridge slot if you look at the leak. Like, let's be real. Like Ninja says, I really don't think those leaks are real. So just let's keep that in mind. You know, we don't know if these are real. They are just completely potentially a thing. So, you know, but that said, hypothetically, if it is real, it has a cartridge slot if you look at the leak. Like, all I can say, do you think they will do it? I did a whole video about this. So I will refer to that. Just like look up Samurai Kibuji, 140 million people being left behind or something like that, or Nintendo Switch backwards compatibility. I did a whole video about that question, so I refer to that, Devin May. I have a feeling there's a lot of videos that I've done that you guys might actually be curious about the answer or topic, but you didn't know that I did a video about it. But yeah, I did a whole video about that, and it's just, I obviously hope that it's backwards compatible, but I could see some things for either way. For instance, why would it not be backwards compatible? Well, they want to sell the system. They want to sell the system. They want to make, like, they want to fully embrace, like, going to the next generation and blah, 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 and get people onto that next ecosystem and whatnot, and still be maybe making games for the Switch itself. No, I think, yeah, it's going to be backwards compatible. Because if it's not, it's a stupid decision. Because, like, they have made the second most sold console of all time. If it is not backwards compatible, then it stops people from buying Switch games. Like, what Nintendo needs to do, and they don't need to listen to me because they're making oodles money, but I'm just saying, like, if they have a year or two of cross-gen, it will be the first time Nintendo does this, legit anyways, if they have a year or two, which they should do, of cross-gen games where you could play Super Mario Odyssey 2, hypothetically. It's a day one on the Switch 2, or Super Switch, whatever they call it. It's a day one, you could play it on the Switch 2, 4K, or 1080p 60, whatever, and then you could also play it on the Switch, 900p, 720p, whatever, and it's cross-gen, and that way when people buy the game, they could still buy the game and play it on the next system, and then they could still keep making Switch software sales. Software sales is what makes the money, because that keeps bringing people to your marketplace, spending money on you, as long as they have a Switch. And there's 140 million Switches out there. Are they just going to abandon that? That would be the stupidest decision ever. So, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I have a better way of phrasing what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm, like, there's a better way of saying what I'm trying to say, but it would be very silly for them not to have, like, a year or two of cross-gen titles, which will encourage backwards compatibility too, because if it's cross-gen titles, that means the Switch 2 can play previous Switch games. So, yeah, I think they should do it. I don't know if they will, but they should. Is the camera moving? Yeah, it's on a little slider thing here. Is that pretty jarring, by the way? I can make it go fast. Watch, I'm gonna make it go fast. Whoa! Now it's just going fast. But I make it go slow. Alright, there we go. They have been doing this most gens. This is the first time they didn't, due to going back to cartridges and when they went away from the cartridges, of course. I don't know, man. Like, cartridges is a good question. Like, can they keep manufacturing games on those cartridges? There's a lot of questions. There's so many questions about the Switch, too. Carolina, the DLSS used on it will be a game changer for. So what does DLSS do exactly? I see people throw that term around all the time, and I don't understand it. Mel, Keebs, you're easily amused. I mean, I'm amused when I'm in good company, man. This is why I wanted to just hang out today. And we just had like a dip in viewers, and I really wanted a good handful of people around when I asked this, because I genuinely want an answer to this question. But first, I want to see the DLSS answer. DLSS is a good one because Switch is the only console made by NVIDIA. Okay, here we go. Carolina, it's NVIDIA's AI upscaling that beats everything in picture quality. Okay, so it's a form of upscaling. So yeah, if the Switch 2 has that, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. And the rumors are saying that it's, by the way, like the price, not the price, sorry. Well, that's another question too, the price. But these leaked specs, people are saying it's essentially like either like mobile, it's like the level of a PS4, maybe a bit above that, and then when it's docked, it's like a PS4 Pro or maybe close to a Switch. If that's the case, that's awesome. Abdel Switch 2 runs games in 720 DLSS, makes it look like 1440p. I mean, I didn't see that on the leaks, but if that's the case, that would, yeah. What's your biggest disappointment this year in gaming? Oh, Ninja. Oh, the Xbox community is going to chew me up for saying this. I have a question to ask all of you, but before that, I'm going to answer this question from Ninja. What's your biggest disappointment this year in gaming? Xbox community will chew me up for saying this, and I'm definitely an Xbox guy that just loves console gaming in general. It sucks to say because it was my most anticipated game this year. Maybe that's why it's the biggest disappointment, but exactly, Abdel. Hellblade 2. And Hellblade 2, it's not that it was bad. I disagree with that. Like I understand it. I'm not going to disagree with folks that say stuff like that because I understand. And I liked Hellblade 2 a lot. I have a video talking about that too. It's more so that Hellblade 2, it just wasn't the level that I hoped it was. Did you see the visuals? Like, how can you say it's at the level? Like, the visuals are insane. Yeah, the visuals are amazing. How about the gameplay? How about the story? How about the music? How about the level design? How about the scripting? How about the sequences? How about the combat? How about the art direction? How about, like games are not defined by just visuals. It's about the whole package. And I get so tired of seeing people go like, the visuals on this are crazy. This is the game of the generation. And it's like, are we just going to find a game, like, a game is good because of the visuals? If that's the case, then Scorn is the best game of all time. If that's the case, Scorn is the best game of all time. And I'm not saying Hellblade 2 lacked in all of those things that I listed. I'm just saying visuals are not the only factor. If we grade things on just visuals alone, then, you know, it's when it has the whole package. Red Dead Redemption 2, Uncharted 4, Horizon Forbidden West, I'll say sure. Like, there are games out there that have fantastic visuals, but really fun gameplay loops and everything else on top of it. In Hellblade 2, when people say it's just a really long tech demo, I'm like, I don't agree with that, but I understand. I really liked Hellblade 2, but it's just like, I just wanted it to be more. I really wanted to be blown away by it. And yeah, like I enjoyed the narrative. I thought the combat was fucking awesome, personally. The puzzles were okay. It was definitely an improvement from the first game. But there's just some things, especially about like the pacing of the story and especially like the fun of the game. Well, it's Hellblade, it's not supposed to be fun. Yeah, but it's just tough. I don't know. That game was a tough one to like really review and think about. I played through it twice. I enjoyed it enough to play through it twice. It's short enough to do that. But yeah, that was definitely my biggest disappointment of the year. Again, not because it was bad. It just wasn't like as awesome as I wanted it to be. Like I wanted it to be a 9 out of 10 game. But for me, I personally think it's like a 7 or an 8. But anyway. So my question to everybody after that rant, let me actually see what all you say to that first. Abdul, can't blame you. I love the game. It's in my top 3 game of the year this year, but I get why people didn't like it. Yeah. And I want to defend, like, it's not that people didn't, like, again, like, people just have critiques on it. And I think a lot of people that are critiquing it, they still liked it, but, like, there just is stuff about it that, like, but as you just said, like, there's plenty of people that absolutely love it, too. Ninja, I didn't end up playing it yet, but was disappointed from what I heard. Yeah. I think everybody should play it. I think it's a must play, personally. Not for the sense of like how good it is, but I think just because of how short it is and how the technology in it is insane. Again, I have a video about earlier question, what do you think is the most next-gen experience so far? I have a whole video about that coming up, and I asked the community, I polled them. Spoilers, Hellblade 2 came up a lot. Like, I think it's a must play just to say you experienced it, and then, you know, go away from there. Or hell, even just play like the first hour or 2 of it at the least. Simon, it's probably the cancellation of projects that could have been great for me. Mostly that Crash 5 title. Oh, that's the biggest disappointment. Yeah, that Crash 5 title sounded insane. Mary, theory about the dip in story. They lost a big part of the team due to COVID. Well, story is something you establish pretty early on. So I don't, unless they just cut out a lot of the story, but everything was good. It just lacked gameplay. Exactly, Carolina. Like if there was just, and I don't know how, but if they just figured out a way to kind of make the game a bit more fun to play, I think it would have been just that nudge that the game needed. And maybe a bit more easy to understand ending. Abdel, Scorn is underrated, not gonna lie. Scorn, I know there's a cult following for that game. Anyway, and I will say, Carolina says the first Hellblade was already a walking sim-like game, so I didn't expect more than that. That's a fair point, Carolina. I will say, I definitely like the first game more than the second. And I'm going to say that because, like, I found even though the puzzles were a bit more annoying in the first game, it all felt like an experience more than Hellblade 2 did. Like, it was continuous. You were just following the character from start to finish. Like, it was the overall packaging of that game, whereas Hellblade 2, they kind of, I get it, they wanted to have like many more locations, more characters, and that's why like things would move around so much. But because of that, it wasn't as much of like an intimate internal journey like the first game was. Like the first game, it just felt like from start to finish, I was going on this internal journey with Senua. And because of that, like I like the package a lot more. So I don't know, maybe that was another factor too. But anyway, so Mark has a question, but let me ask you guys this first, because I really am curious. I want everybody, raise your hands if you're here, drop an emote in chat, because I would love answers to this question. Can I really get some honest feedback about Codename Good Game? I really ask you. Like, obviously be constructive about it, but I'd love to know, like, are you not really tuning into it? Is it not interesting to you? Is it interesting to you? What's your favorite part about it? What's your least favorite part about it? Do you think maybe a segment of the show could go? Or is there something not in the show that you would like in it? Do you prefer it when it's just me? Or is it nice to hear with another guest? Is the good game part of it kind of a side thing? Should there be a better structure to it? Should we just focus on one topic instead of having news and the game? I genuinely would love like any thoughts to any of those questions that you guys have. Like, I'm here to just hang out with you, but this is the only thing that I, on a selfish level, would love to, like, yeah, it'd be great for your support and everything, Patreon, or just you spending time with me, thank you. But that is, like, on a selfish level, truly, I would love any feedback you have about Codename Good Game. If you don't want to leave it here, totally fine. You could, like, at me on Twitter or try to DM me anywhere else. I would genuinely just crave any feedback that you have about Codename Good Game, because I really want it to work. And I think, like, I've just been missing interacting with you guys like this, and that's why I wanted to do today's stream. It's just like a straight up hangout, because I love you guys, and like I still want you to feel like your voices are heard. Like, that's my main mission that I figured out. Like, that's the reason why I brought back Codename Good Game, is because I wanted to create some ritual that we can, like, interact with each other more. And so that's why it's like I really want it to work. I want to figure out some kind of ritual that I can get you guys to share your voices more. That's really what I want. I want you to be able to share your voices more. Like, I love sharing mine, but it's like I want to encourage speculation. And when people just don't really say anything to anything, it's like either A, maybe that's not the crowd, or B, they don't feel encouraged enough. So I would love any and all feedback you got about Good Game, between the guests, between the topics, between the structure, between the length, whatever. If you watch it, if you don't watch it, why? If you do watch it, why? Abdel, haven't seen it yet. There you go. It hasn't been enticing. So that's one piece. And one piece doesn't mean like that's definitively correct. You know, I'm just getting ideas and food for thought, or just feedback. For some reason, I keep seeing like hearts. I don't know. Let me press a heart. I don't know what that is about. I just keep seeing hearts floating up. Love you guys. Supertone, I think I like when guests are on. While I don't understand what's going on half the time, seeing people that do entertains me. See, and that's something I do like about the guests, Supertone, is because to me, I like hearing two people back and forth about something instead of just one person rambling about it. Yeah, I want that person's opinion on this. That's why I subscribe to people, but it's like sometimes it's nice to hear like the different takes, or the agreements and disagreements and whatnot. But you know, there is actually one thing I would love to do. And actually, if any of you guys know how to do this, please let me know. Maybe I just do it through Discord and like can just mute people. But like, what I would love to do, let me show you actually, is like more Sony remasters. What I would love to do is something like let me see if this is.
And we have a 30 and energy into wings.
So I'm just gonna pause this for 1 second and just turn this up.
Put our time and energy into fostering, adopting, and we have a 37-year-old son. And mom's about burnout. 3 girls, 3.
Yes. Who gets to be the?
I can tell my children to get their act together.
Yes. Who gets to be the children?
Well, my children are 3 girls, 3 boys, ages 23 to 40.
The reason I'm showing you this is because this is what I would love, is to figure out a way that you guys like call in, and I've tried to do this with the forum, you leave messages or leave a video of yourself. This is what I would love.
And
wow.
My husband and I today, we've sacrificed 44 years, and
that's what I would love, is if somehow we can do something like that, where it's like there's segments where you guys like call in or just send something, and there's a bit of risk to that because who knows, like if somebody becomes inappropriate or something like that. So especially doing that live might be interesting, but it's like I would love for that to happen, and I would probably not even bother with guests, but if I could do that, but. Yeah. So anyways. Devin May, I like it when you interact with the audience. I like the 20 question games. Yeah. I love the games too, man. Like I would hope that the games are amusing for folks. Yeah. Abdel, I like just hanging out like a party chat. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I hope, Abdel. Like, it's like I want that to be, and also like we have that in our you get it for free. I know I keep bringing up Patreon, but I'm not trying to like get your money. I'm just trying to give more value. That's all I want. Like, I appreciate the support. Absolutely. Thank you. Again, shout out to Gisel if you're back, but for free, if you just follow on Patreon, you get access to our voice channels on our Discord, which lately sometimes some of us just kind of lurk in there and have some crazy ass conversations. And we can all, some of us might be drawing, some of us might be playing Warhammer, some of us might be doing whatever. Maybe we'll play something together. I don't know. But it's like, I love doing that with people, just chilling in voice chat. If we're doing dailies or whatever, like we're all maybe just doing something and want people to chit chat with. Yeah. And I hope like Good Game is kind of that. Like, if you don't want to do it live, then at least you can kind of listen to it. That's what I do. I listen to podcasts while I do stuff a lot of the times, even sometimes while I game. So that's what I'm hoping Good Game can be, and that's why I want your feedback to make it better, potentially, and or more interesting to you and maybe other people. Creature, maybe... Sorry if I'm on this for a while, man. I really appreciate your guys' feedback. I see a lot of stuff. Really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Creature, maybe could you... I'm just going to read this verbatim. Creature, maybe could you, another segment, like asking new guests if they made a game, what would it be like? Yeah, like hypotheticals, Creature. I would love that. Like last week we did that kind of like, what's your 3 favorite console generations? You know, like Josh and I got to share that together. There's a neat idea too that Kind of Funny's Gamecast, they like sometimes might like build their dream game or something. That could be a fun bit, and that's what I mean. Like, I want to talk about news, but more so just because the news kind of fills the void. And then some of you guys left some really good comments a couple days ago about like what could be fun to talk about. That like, but mostly everything left there had nothing to do with the news. And it's just hard because like, yeah, it's just like it's also like I'm wanting it to grow. And I don't know if news helps that or not. Chives, from the episodes I've seen, I like the news side of it, and y'all's take and insight on a certain topic. Maybe can work on the transitions from topic to topic. Just fine-tune the structure. I'm with you on that, Chives. That's so far something I've been messing with. Like at first we started with like 5 news topics. If you notice, like the past couple episodes, I've like trimmed it down to like 2, maybe 3 at most. But just figuring out like how to go from next topic to topic. So that's good feedback. Mary, I have no idea what you're talking about. Is this a show you're doing? It's a show I've been doing the past 2 months. Every Friday at this time. Every Friday at this time for the past 2 months. We've been doing it. Codename Good Game. The full, like, you could, there's a podcast list on my channel, so. Why do I keep seeing hearts come up? Simon, full disclosure, I'm only able to catch the last bits of Codename Good Game. I'm assuming you mean live. From Simon. My personal favorite aspect of it, though, is just seeing the passion you have talking about games in the industry, period. Well, thank you, Simon. I hope, man, because, like, it's true. Like, I'm extreme. That's kind of the other reason I started, too. If it's on a selfish level, it's like, it's to be able to get out some things that would be nice to, like, talk with you guys or a guest or whatever about. Because I freaking am in love with the game industry. I love it so much. I love talking about it with people. And it's like, I brought the show back because it's like, I wonder if there's people like that out there like me that just want people to talk to about stuff like this or people to listen to about stuff like this. So, Mel with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. You are the VIP of the stream, Mel. Freaking love you. You should incorporate more flexing. Give us a show, please. So, okay. We need to come back to this. I need to come back to this super chat before it goes away. But let me look at at least 1 or 2 more pieces of feedback. Patrick Cervantes, but thank you very much for the super chat, Mel. Really appreciate you. Patrick Serve, I really enjoy Codename Good Game. It's very nice, interactive community that gets me interested in gaming news beyond state of plays and gaming directs. I think more guests would help. Yeah, like it would be nice if I had a consistent, I don't know, group of 8 or 7 or something like that I could just keep rotating in. I kind of have that with like Rob and Kelvin from Gaming Duo, and Nick was on recently when I brought it back from Friday Night Gamecast, and Josh very happily, like I was very surprised to see that he was down to come back when he's like no longer doing content. But yeah, more guests. I don't know how many I like having on. I wonder like if I like having a one-on-one or 2 or a group of 4. Simon, I just feel bad for not responding much since I'm not super knowledgeable in ways you are. I'm dumb, but I'm happy to participate. No, I appreciate it, Simon. And maybe that's, so Simon brings up a good point. Like this isn't direct feedback. And maybe like I saw Nike join, shout out to Nike, like another patron for a long time. But maybe he brings up a good point. Like Simon's like, I just feel bad sometimes that I don't have things to bring up or I don't feel as knowledgeable. And maybe that's part of the thing about talking about news. You know, like maybe people, when I talk about the news stuff, it's funny because it's almost the opposite. It's like I look for the news stuff because it's just something to talk about. And I try to like give the synopsis when we start talking about it so anybody can connect with it and understand what we're talking about. Maybe just not have as much background as we do, but at least know the basics. Kingdom Hearts. But maybe it's just those random, anybody can understand topics of just like, what's your top 3 this or whatever, that like maybe just connects with people more. You didn't give feedback, but that might be good feedback right there. I need to make sure I don't exit out of this because I love these chat messages, guys. Thank you very much. And yeah, Creature brings up something. You're gonna need a big crowd for that consistency, like the phone calls and the forums, because very few. Whenever I put up those forums, you guys don't really fill them out. And I think it's just because 2 reasons. One, bluntly, like I'm not like as like it's not motivating enough. Like Keebs' opinions on this or that is just not that. Like I would rather do something else with the 2 minutes that this would take. Or B, there's just not enough of a following that like those that would take the time to do that are here. So that's the other reason why it's like I not only want to improve the show, but I want it to reach more people. So because the more people it reaches, maybe the more like we can have those moments that it feels like the audience is joining in or whatever. But maybe I need to iron down what topics people really want to talk about too. Patrick Cervantes, a phone channel video segment sounds like a really cool idea. Yeah, I would love that, man. I love the idea of call-ins. Like I wanted in that forum that I would put up for Code and Good Game, like the first 3 or 4 episodes since it returned, there's a spot in that forum that people can like leave a voice message, that they can record a clip of themselves, they could be part of the show, but nobody ever did it. And I want people to do that because I want it to feel like a community show. I want people to like, you know, send stuff in and then just like, it's not just, if enough people did that, then I don't even know if I need guests, you know, like, but anyway, Mary, well, I like this. It's very down to earth, and it shows that you love games. You also do your best to stay objective, maybe have a guest, maybe some Let's Plays. Well, I don't know about Let's Plays, but that's Twitch. If you want to see me play shit, go to Twitch. That's existed for years. We need more people to hang out with us on there. But I do some playing stuff on Twitch. If you're up for that. Switch it up a bit from time to time. Yeah. Well, I don't know about switching it up. I need to figure out like the format. Because once something works, then we got it. Maybe sometimes outside of gaming or also into comics, maybe that can be a talking point. YouTube's annoying, Mary. I don't know. YouTube's annoying. Like, they want you to stay in your lane. It's like if I really wanted to grow, then I think I just focus on Xbox and like console comparison topics. And then I would probably be where I want to be now. But it's like, I can't, even if I made the decision to commit to that, I don't think I could think of enough content, you know? But at the least, I'll stay in my lane of video games. And I have West Side Otaku for anime, which I've totally ignored. But, Patrick, if you have a friend who's as passionate about the gaming industry as who's available to do this as a co-host with you, would be a good, because there's also a lot of dead air in between news. I couldn't read that right. Carolina, I just like the interaction you have with the chat. Too many streamers don't do it as constantly as you. I love it, Carolina. Like I want more people here. I would love every time. I would say maybe 4 dozen, 5 dozen people. That to me would be great. Like my goal for Good Game is like, I want it to get to the point that it's like at least 5 dozen people every single stream, and hopefully not too crazy like thousands, because as crazy awesome as it would be to have thousands of people watching, it's like I want there to be a feeling that like my voice can stand out here. And in that vein, let me go back to that super chat earlier I said I would respond to, which Mel, again, thank you for the $5 super chat. Super chat, Patreon means so much for your guys' support. Thank you guys very much. But Mel was like, you should incorporate more flexing and give us a show, please. So really quick, I'm just going to give a flex. There's that. Biceps. I had a really good shoulder day today, by the way. Like, yeah, so there you go. But like, I feel really weird ever doing that. I did a post about this, and it's like, I don't want to show off my body. And then I watched like some YouTube advice yesterday. Sorry, we're just kind of talking about me and content creating for a while here. We should just get back to whatever you guys want to talk about. But I watched this tip thing, and this person was saying like, you know, there's things about you that's pretty unique in your space. Like there's something about you that's really like only you have, or only you do, or only you believe, or only you say. And I'm just like, is for me like the fact that I'm ripped? But I don't want that to be the thing. I don't like, I want my voice to be the thing. Like, I don't want to be valued for like having muscles. I'm proud of my muscles. It's like the only thing about me that I'm super proud of. But like, I don't want people coming here to like be like, yeah, show those abs. Yeah, flex that butt. Yeah, let's rub those biceps. Like that's not what I'm here for. And it's like, I don't know how to, it's like, I just don't want to flex it. But if there's a way that it could be incorporated that doesn't feel like it's show-offy, sure. But like, I don't know. I just don't feel good about that. So I don't know. I appreciate people want to see the guns, but like, I don't know. I don't know. I like push-up contests. I like that. I think that's the only way I'm down to show off, is if it's like a dare, you know, like do some crunches, or try to do 50 push-ups, or like, hey, for every $1 you guys donate, I'll do 5 push-ups or something like that. I like being issued a challenge, but not just, hey, juggle your boobs. Like, that's not a challenge. That's just like, show us you. Yeah, so swing your keyblade 100 times. Like, I do shit like that. Like, that's way more, because that's a challenge, and that's more fun, and it's also like, can he do it? That's more interesting to me. Like, can he do it instead of just flexing? Again, I'm not downplaying, because I know this has come up many times from many people, but it's just like, it's not what I want to be known for. So anyway, so let's get back to you guys. Let me skim through these chat messages, because I've been kind of going on about me for a while. But and also it's been an hour, so I should probably wrap up soon. Nike boy, you're good. Very good with interacting with the chat. I try to be, man, like with my comments, with my chats, like I am so addicted to it. Dog Tag Duke! I remember that name. I love that type of interactions. We all have our own questions and opinions. Call-ins would be a cool way to interact with the community. Yeah, I mean, there's already a send-in form, but like call-ins would be cool. Maybe I could do it with Discord. It's just like, it'd be cool if there was like a way that like, almost like Twitter Spaces, you know? But I think I could just do that with Discord maybe, but like, I don't know. Does anybody have any ideas on like how, like what service or what site that could be done well with? Like call-ins and whatnot? Devin May, to be fair, I've been working out myself for about 2 weeks, and you are kind of an inspiration for being a fit gamer. And okay, so Devin May, that's a fair point. Devin May has a really fair point. You know, he's like, yeah, but you're kind of an inspiration for being a fit gamer. That's fair. And so it's like, maybe I need to figure out that. Like, how do I, if that is a gimmick, okay, cool. If I can be an inspiration to be a fit gamer, that'd be great. I'd love that to be a thing. I just don't want to, I just feel weird, like, bragging about it. I don't know. I just feel weird, just like, yeah, look at my diamonds there. Like, there's your flexes. But, like, I don't know. I just feel weird, like, doing it. So, I just, because that's really cool. And I appreciate that, Devin. So I need to, like, we need to figure out a way for that to be a thing. Dog tag Duke, don't worry, I'm here for games. But also, you know, like there's a reason you're here with me right now. I'm sure there's a bunch of other streamers happening that are streams that are happening that people are talking about games, but it's like for some reason, Carolina, Patrick, Creature, Nike, Mel, Dog Tag, like you're here. So I need to nail down that. Maybe it's as Nike said, you know, like you do a really good job interacting with the chat. That's a thing. Yeah, Patrick, this is YouTube, not OnlyFans. Creature, is Bardock versus Omni-Man a good fight? Yeah, that's a good fight. I'm not familiar enough with Omni-Man to be able to say, but I think it's a good fight. Maybe Omni-Man would win. Work out and chat with the gaming crew. No, I'm sorry if I made you uncomfortable with the flexing. You're okay, Mel. Like, it does, but it's like, I understand. Like, no, I appreciate the support regardless, man. Thank you very much. Or mad I am. Dog Tag, I've lost 100 pounds in the last year, and I'm now trying to build muscle. Any tips? See, that's the thing I'd love. Like, I can't go on and on, but... way to go, losing 100 pounds, by the way. That's amazing, Dog Tag. Thank you so much. I wanted this to be an hour, but because Mel sent it to Super Chat, I always appreciate when folks do the support. And also, I think if Gissel's back on Patreon, whenever people do support, I feel inclined like to go longer than I intended, as long as I don't have anything urgent to get to. Yeah, Dog Tag Duke, like, good job, 100 pounds. That's freaking awesome. Like, that's freaking sick, dude. And I'm now trying to build muscle. Any tips? Yeah, so, if you feel like you've lost enough weight, you know, like I have things that, like, would be good to just keep toning up. But if you're just strictly speaking trying to build muscle, just the number one thing I see people do is just don't power through moves. You know, don't, when you do bicep curls, don't 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, like don't wave your body around. Don't get the rest of your body involved. Just focus on that muscle and focus on that muscle and just do that motion. But don't, like, if you're doing like shoulder press, don't stay still and do the motion. And I bring this up because, like, form is everything. I just did a shoulder workout earlier today, and it kicked ass so bad. Like, it was so good because I was just doing my best to stay in the routine and not, like, lean back or forward or lift up. You know, I was just keeping my form and doing 2 seconds up, 2 seconds down, 8 to 12 reps. And then I did, like, a longer move afterwards. I was like 12 to 20. Get a good amount of volume in. I would say also, if you're strictly trying to grow muscle, work on one muscle group. Only if you're trying to build muscle. I wouldn't advise this if you're trying to lose weight. If you're trying to lose weight, you want to, like, do shoulders and legs, chest and back, bicep, tricep. But if you're strictly trying to build muscle, do one muscle group that day. Make it a chest day. Make it a leg day. Make it a glute day. Make it a calf day. Make it a back day. Make it a shoulder day. Make it a bicep day. Go nuts on that thing and rip it apart. and that's what you want to do. And then your body will heal and become stronger. Anyway, but yes, Creature is right. Play Ring Fit. Play Ring Fit with the viewers. Oh, that'd be fun. Ring Fit's fun. Marijuana. How about instead of flexing, maybe something along the line of healthy gaming lifestyle? So I thought, admittedly, I'm transitioning away from. We've been talking about me for so long. I want to be sure, that we talk about, if you want to talk more about the Switch 2 leaks or Pal World being sued or the PlayStation 30th anniversary. If there's anything, or even just random, I think maybe somebody asked a general question earlier, the earlier, what's your biggest disappointment of the year? If there's anything you guys want to talk about, please feel free. I feel like I've been talking about me for a long ass time. I want your voices. I want to answer your questions and so on. But Mary is like, how about instead of the flexing, maybe something along the lines of a healthy gaming lifestyle? I'm transitioning away from editing. If you didn't know, I'm a freelance video producer, essentially. I sort of write things, but I mostly shoot things. I edit things. Yeah, a lot of my productions are online, and I'm transitioning away from the world of editing because it's burning me out. I no longer do video essays. I don't do trailers. I don't do montages. I don't do the projects for YouTube that are, quite frankly, much more intense to do. And I'm losing a lot of money because of that, because editing was half my income. So it's kind of scary. Again, shout out to Giselle and Mel for supporting this stream, and Nike and Creature for being patrons. I'm getting a little bit emotional. But so yeah, I appreciate that support. But I always told people, if I was in YouTube for just the money making, it's what Roxas Stan said. Have you ever thought about doing a fitness channel? I would do exactly that. I've told people that for a long time. If I was just in it for the money, it wouldn't be this channel. I would make a separate channel because this channel has so many different registries for the algorithm. And I'll make a separate channel that's it's a fitness channel, and maybe or a healthy mindset or whatever. Maybe it's all about just being a healthy gamer / weeaboo. But it's from the perspective of that, it's this is a fitness. This is somebody that used to be a NASM certified personal trainer. He managed to transform his skinny ass twig skeleton body to this, and but he's a huge nerd. He plays Yu-Gi-Oh! He plays video games all the time. He sits down all the time. How did he get there? And what kind of books does he read to keep his mind there too? I thought that would be a channel if I was strictly trying to make money, because I know that is a very profitable niche. I would love the impact that I'm doing, but I just don't know if I would be passionate about it. It's like my anime channel. I hardly ever upload there because I like anime. It's what I primarily watch, but I'm not passionate about making content about it. That's why I kind of left this editing thing, because I think the editing is what impacted that, honestly, especially this year. But yeah. So I don't know. Maybe now that I'm not editing anymore, not only will those bigger projects come back, but maybe just as a side hustle, as a part-time job, I'll have a channel like that I'll post to maybe every other week or something about mindset and body. I would love that. Well, not love that, because I'd probably just get tired of it pretty fast. That's the problem. It's I think I would have fun with it for a month or two and then bail. But in terms of this channel, I don't know. I don't know, how do I bleed that in, the healthy mindsets or the books or the workouts? How would I make that part of my persona without it being arrogant? That's a good question. Anyway. Dogtag, thanks for the info. Hard to find decent tips online. Websites are convoluted. Yes, they are. And there's so much out there. There's so much out there. Creature, if you could be anything, what would you be? I mean, the Pokemon trainer, man. I say the Pokemon trainer every time. Every time I would want to be a Pokemon trainer. Because I could ride around on them and and be in the Pokemon world, and I think that'd be cool. And just strictly speaking, fantasy. But in real life, I would love to be a talk show host. Creature, if you were in the Yu-Gi-Oh world, what deck would you play? This is a different question than like, what deck would you play? Because I play Yu-Gi-Oh. But you're saying if I was in the world. I would want a dragon one. I'd probably want a dragon one. I'd like to be known as like the Dragon Master or something like that. The Dragon Master or the Ghost Master, like I like my Ghost Tricks, but like some kind of different art style. Yeah. Devin May, you seem like a pretty humble guy to me. I don't know, man. If I seem like it, great, like thank you. But sometimes I feel like deep down, like I do very much crave validation. I admit that. There's a lot of times that I do crave that. I'm getting vulnerable with you guys this stream, man. We need to wrap this up. But yeah, I think deep down I do crave validation sometimes. And it's like, as much as I really want to hear people share their voice and share their opinions and ask their questions and share their answers, I think there's also a part of me that like wants to feel so needed that like people ask me stuff like that. I admit that. I've done therapy. And that comes from a whole other area. Chives, oh yeah, I just remembered. I didn't get back to you with my experience. Oh yeah, about the Rogue Ally. Yes, Chives. Also, hi. So far it's been amazing playing games handheld on 1080p and running at 50 to 80 frames per second, depending on the game. 50 frames per second is fine by me. I don't need anything above 60. You feel the difference after 60, but it's not like visual, in my opinion. You just kind of feel it. My main experiences I can vouch with that is like Sea of Thieves and Halo Infinite. But yeah, that's awesome, dude. It is really cool that I hope the Switch 2 does that. I really hope the Switch 2 is a 1080p portable device. Because the 720p is fine, but it's like, you know. Devin May, I think everyone seeks validation to some extent. It's a normal human emotion. I think so. Like, I think that's true. Yeah. Okay, so it's 5:24. Is there anything else before we get into next week? Tokyo Game Show is next week. I don't know if anybody's seen the new Arcane trailers or anything about Netflix yesterday. There's a lot of Netflix news yesterday. Any games that we've been playing? Or even just other stuff. It's a casual hangout live stream. If you want to mention anime or television or movies, that's fine. But yeah, you got anything else? Next Friday will be a very interesting Tokyo Game Show. It'll be a very interesting Codename Good Game because let me double check this. Yeah, the Sega and Atlas panel or show presentation, but the Sega and Atlas presentation will be happening during Codename Good Game. So that will be a kind of curious thing. Tokyo Game Show will have started the day before, and Xbox is putting out the word with Phil Spencer, hey, tune into this show. That's happening next Thursday, just for Twitch, which, by the way, if that delays Twitch next week, stay tuned. But that's definitely going to be our main topic next week is Tokyo Game Show, and maybe anything we've seen or heard at that point. But yeah, last questions or comments. Carolina Gamer, how about Concord costing, I think, 400 million. I wonder, was that the development and marketing for that game, or was that like collectively acquiring the studio as well? Because like, yeah, PlayStation easily spent like that much money on Concord. But was that like what Concord spent before they were acquired? So, yeah, but if that isn't including the acquisition cost or anything like that, it's just the Concord development budget and maybe marketing too, that's wild. What a hole. That is a big hole. Giggity. Creature, do you think Assassin from Fate Zero could be a more interesting character if given the chance? Which one's Assassin? Let me remind myself. Oh, yes. Yeah, I think hands down. Yeah, Assassin from Fate Zero could be super freaking cool. I thought he was already kind of interesting, but yeah, he definitely just needed a bit more time on screen. And also another thing from Creature, will you wear a Pikachu head for a stream someday? Look, man, if enough people ask for it, or if like a series of donations come in that's just like, please do this, then it's like, as long as I know that the community wants it, then I do shit, man. Let me... The community would donate because they wanted me to wear a Froppy shirt on Twitch a lot. I still have this shirt, and this is because of the community. I would never buy this. This is why I say you guys need to share your voices. Whether you're supporting me or not, like financially. Yes, people like donated so it would cover the cost of this, but like, I do shit if the community wants me to do it, but they have to like collectively want it. Patrick, I'm playing Arrow Mages and Master Duel. I'm having actual success with it. I don't know Arrow Mages. I took a break from Master Duel, man. I'm proud because Master Duel I had an unhealthy addiction to. Devin May, you're really inspiration though. I hope you get to your I hope to get to your level in the gym one day. I'm off to work out now. Awesome, Devin. Kick ass. Jessel, will you be selling the otaku hats in the future? Yes. So when I wanted to be here by now, gang, but like I told myself when we cross 40K, there's gonna be a lot of stuff happening. Like I wasn't gonna start Codename Good Game until 40K happened, and that's why I waited so long. And I was like, you know what? I'm just bringing it back. Fuck it. But yeah, when 40K hit, I was gonna be like, all right, here's Codename Good Game. Here's some limited time merch. Here's some mods or whatever, and new stickers, like lots. So share the channel with a buddy. If you really like me, then just if you're not interested in a video I post, I would love if you just kind of give it your watch time anyway. You could just mute it. That's fine. Because I want to get there, man. I'm tired of being in the 30s. I've been in the 30s for the past 3 years. 4? 4 years. God damn, 4 years. That's nuts. Supertone, are you in belief that Lancelot Berserker is one of the coolest anime characters? No, I don't. No, I don't think so. And that's all I'll say about that. I'm ready for a new Splinter Cell. Oh, Supertone, any more thoughts on the upcoming Splinter Cell show? Yeah, there was a Netflix hit hard yesterday. Like, here's a new look at Tomb Raider. Here's a teaser for Splinter Cell. We have a new Cyberpunk. There's a lot of game IP as shows or movies or whatever announced yesterday. And the Splinter Cell one, it's like, I think it'll be great to hopefully get some love for the franchise out there, but like, I don't know. I don't actually have much thoughts on any of the shows that was premiered yesterday. It's weird. Like, when it comes to things coming with shows and movies and whatnot, I don't have much to say. It's only after I engage. Like, video games, I could talk long live, long day before things come out. And after. But shows and movies, it's like I have to have seen the thing to have much to say about it. So with that, I don't really have much thoughts on Splinter Cell or Devil May Cry or all the other stuff that showed up. And finally, Creature, what game would you live stream to celebrate the occasion of 40K? Well, I would never stream a video game for YouTube because that would be a Twitch thing. Like if I reach 2,000 followers on Twitch, that's the question for that. Because Twitch, I'm still like just 1K or whatever. So I don't. Yeah, I would like in terms of YouTube, I would want to stream something just for the community. I would stream like Family Feud or Jackbox or a trivia thing or something like that, or maybe even just like invite a lot of people to have like one collective Jeopardy good game or something. Like I wouldn't stream me playing anything. However, I do want to say I want to play with you guys, like Game Pass people, especially because like Party Animals. Rest in peace, Spider Heck, that just left Game Pass, but I bought it because I love that game. I do want to play games with you guys more, and I really want to play Halo Infinite with you guys more. I want more people to play Halo Infinite with, but it'd be fun to play Party Animals too. So stay tuned, because that's going to be another thing too. Like I do have an Xbox club, but I want to like really promote it soon, because it'd be great to hang out with you guys on Xbox too. But anyway, yeah, Carolina, if that Starfield DLC is just on one planet, that's awesome. And dog tag Halo is always on my table. Perfect. It's a coffee cup on your table. Guys, it's been real. I'm going to skedaddle because I wanted to cook some food tonight. I need to do some meal prep because I have not done that in a long time. But I really appreciate you so much. I'm instantly getting emotional for some reason, but just like, I really appreciate you sharing your feedback on Good Game. I appreciate Mel and Gissel's support. I appreciate your time watching this, and also the ideas about the fitness stuff, you know, like I feel like I opened up to you guys a good deal on this, and this is all I wanted. I just wanted, because I feel like my one issue with Good Game is that I don't get to connect with you well enough. So I thought maybe doing this and then Good Game and like going back and forth potentially, I don't know, but I just love you guys, and I want you to talk with each other, with me, and to share your voice, to geek out, and in whatever spaces that kind of fit your style best. We're not going to be who we are is not going to be for everybody, but there is a space for you. I can't guarantee if that's going to be here. Like if you like to lick kitty feet, then I don't know. That's not what I do. But like. I just want, when it comes to at the least video games, I would love to hear your thoughts. And I just appreciate you being here as part of this community. So I'll talk to you later. Be geek, be rad, be awesome. And remember, it's never too late to speculate. I'm going to go fight a rhino. All right, bye.